Hey everybody, welcome to another game stream. I apologize for last night's stream. I went the entire stream without realizing my microphone wasn't on. Which is probably why it contributed to not having very good numbers. Because people could see me over here chatting away with nothing. So, it's on now. I can see it. I can see it on now. And we're gonna hope that that continues. We're gonna be playing some more Outriders. I don't know why it's not working over here. Don't know why it's not working over here. I have multiple things to check on all of my various things. Give me a second here. I've got to make sure that the stream is actually streaming where it's supposed to be. Because occasionally there's mistakes. As evidenced by last night from when I forgot my mic was off. I don't know. I don't know if it's I've got some issues here apparently. I hope my internet's not messed up. No, don't do the auto hotspot. What are you doing? Dingus. Checking the quality of my internet connection. Checking the quality of my internet connection. Connected without internet. Why is that? Did I lose internet? No, now it's connected. Alright. I think I'm just having some issues here. I don't know what the deal is. You might not even notice. You might be wondering what I'm fussing about, but I can see some things happening on the OBS here. Alright, that seems to have worked. It seems to have fixed everything. I don't know. I don't know what that was all about. Anyway, if you haven't done so, please follow and subscribe on Twitch, DMGRGN, on YouTube, Spider Does Things. It helps me bring you great content that I think is great. I mean, if you don't think it's great, that's fine. And when I don't have my mic on, it's not great. But it is great today. So, we are basically just trying to get XP. We will go to the end of the world here and keep looking for pods so that we can keep getting resources and we can keep pushing to the next apocalypse tier. We're going to keep increasing this difficulty steadily as we upgrade our gear. We are on the march to apocalypse tier 40. We're on the march there. That is the plan. If you know me, I don't usually play the games on super hard difficulties. I'm not a Dark Souls fan. I'm not very good at stuff like that. But this game, the way you build your character, as long as you build your character well, and you keep upgrading their equipment as you go, it's not easy, but it is a simple process to keep increasing that difficulty. And we want to hit the maximum difficulty on this game. That is the plan. Marshall's Complex, 75, 59, 59, 67. Let's do the Marshall's Complex.
Altered, I need you to retake a facility southwest of Dead Rock Pass. It's become a viper's nest of insurgents. My men can't get close.
Can't Cullen handle it?
I don't trust that paranoid junkie. And seeing as you crippled my second in command, that just leaves you.
That wasn't the Outriders' fault.
No, it was yours. They've also got one of our pods in there, Altered. Bring its contents to me.
No, I think they'll probably keep it, but you know, spoiler alert.
Looks like they were collecting corpses. Any ideas why?
They're insurgents, so reasons range from a spot of the munchies to extreme loneliness. I just need that facility cleared.
I think they're up to something, Outrider.
They are. I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it. Very efficient.
Damn. This place reeks.
You've come to the wrong place!
Some clown just locked me in with a bunch of local wildlife. Lots of bodies in here, too.
You think those bodies are food for those creatures? The insurgents were keeping them alive?
Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
If you're going to die in there, can you let me know so I don't waste any more time on this damn radio?
Oof. It's rough on the high difficulties. It is rough on these high difficulties, but you know what? We're doing it. We're making it. We are doing just fine. About halfway up the next apocalypse.
Smells like a sewer. There a way across?
Most likely. Well, you'll have to wade your way through the bullshit.
Yeah. We know the feeling.
I don't see how, ex-marshal, when your legs don't work, you would just float on top of the bullshit like a log.
Both of you. Clear the damn radio.
guy's a scumbag. Like, goodness. He's a scumbag. I mean, he hangs out down here with all this junk, so I guess he would be a scumbag, wouldn't he? Yeesh.
What is this? Let's find out. Don't think they
Tasty.
developed this themselves. Must have got the specs from the pod.
The Alta Shrink is right behind us! Get out of here, help! Are you crazy? Been nice knowing you, boys. The Altered wants our toys and the pod. Let's feed them to the target practice instead. Let him out, Jimmy!
Target practice for their fancy weapon. That's what they were keeping the creatures around for.
Oh, shit! Shit! You damn moron, Jimmy! You let the fucking monsters in here with us, too! Shoot them!
Sure, you're awfully fighting at me. Dang. Feisty. Your girlfriends don't look all that pleasant, buddy. I'm not that impressed. There's no way he can hit me through that. Come on. Got him. Nice. Very nice.
Facility is clear. Surgeons had a fancy new toy they were testing on the creatures. But I'm sure you didn't know anything about that, Corrigan.
Good work, my friend. Could you bring it all back? Oh, and offer remains on the table. I need a new second in command.
I'll pass. And I think I'll hold on to my spoils as well.
What?
This was my mission, my intel. You can't just get...
Guy's been playing the brass out his ass for long enough. Happy to be on your team, Outrider.
I can do pretty much what I want, you know. You can't tell me that I can't do anything. I can do what I want.
Outrider detected.
Outrider detected.
Access granted.
Outrider detected. Outrider detected. Final penance. Mythos. Alright, what we're going to do is I'm going to spend some time cleaning up my stash because I'm hoarding too much stuff. I kept a lot of things thinking, oh, my other characters, as they level, I'll want to instantly give them things, but they'll get their own things, honestly. So, I'm going to clean up my inventory. So let's see about this, huh? Going for 30 more things. So what I'm going to do... Okay. My name. 0, Irie Master, Anomaly, Effigy. I'm going to get rid of the stuff that's lowest. I didn't click that. Don't make me get rid of stuff that I don't want to just yet. And I know that this has that third ability, but if I find another one that's better than this one that has that third ability, then I'll just do that. You know, no big deal. Light Bearer, Bone Grinder, Charred Lance, Damascus Offering. I've changed the appearance of that one. And I switched out one of its abilities. But I'll worry about that later. Darkness Charmer, Decadence. Don't need that. Emerald Chaos, Enoch's Blessing. A lot of these are unique. There's a ridiculous amount of unique weapons in the game. What is that noise? It sounds like somebody's pretending to be an owl outside. I don't know. Don't ask me. Juggling, juggling, jugglers. Okay, so that means that all of these here are now unique. So let's see, what else? There. We've cleared out our main inventory. So, by name. 2 charred lances. Don't need the 39. $58, $55, $32. We don't need those. Inferno seeds. They're both 56. Alright, we'll get rid of that one. Mythos. Get rid of the lower one. Juggler. Juggling, juggling, jugglers. The wicker. Get rid of the lower one. Thunderbird. Thunderclap. That's what I call your mom. Thunderclap. You thought you'd get out of having to hear your mom joke, but you didn't. I only have one sidearm in there, so no big deal there. I don't want to get rid of that because I liked that one, so that one's locked. Let's see. Name. Boulderlings. Disintegrator. I'll get rid of the one higher because this one is just, it's very close and it has a third ability, so. Okay. Now that should clear out my inventory enough that I can pick up loot without fear. And then I can go through it without a big issue. So it shouldn't be a problem. Man, we're doing good on our pod resources, I'll say that. As soon as we hit that next apocalypse tier, we'll be able to spend some resources. Drought Palace. Should probably check that out, to be honest. 73, 46, 74, but Heart of the Wild is worth more. And you don't have to pay into it. But we haven't done this one on the stream yet, so... And this one will give us a higher chance of legendaries and epics. And increased rarity. Bonus reward. So let's go ahead. Let's go do it. It's fine. No big deal. I hope that we don't have to fight any shamans, though. I don't want to fight any shaman warlords, because the shamans are the worst.
I had a disturbing vision last night. I saw a crowd of packs gazing up at these pharaohs guarding a temple. I sensed their fear.
Oh, I think this is just the 5
Guardians
champions.
led the packs inside, and they transformed one by one. I know this was a long time ago, but there must be some reason I'm seeing this now. Only one way to find out.
Aqueducts, aqueducts. What have the Romans ever done for us? Viaducts and aqueducts. Jim. Nobody escapes. you up there. Don't worry, I'm coming up to get you. Was it? Dun, 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 dun. Dramatic music is playing right now. You tipped over your brazier over there. Brazier. 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 Did your cardio today, but it didn't help you, did it? Thought he was a sneaky man over there. So I can get you across the wall. Where you at, dog? Where you at? Where you at, dog? Where you at?
Some kind of obelisk mechanism here, connected to the gate. Maybe if I activate it.
Open up. Knock, knock. Excuse me. Here's some ammo for your copious corpses over here. Copious corpses. That's a nice bit of phrasing there.
Jenna, I found an oasis. It's something else. Almost like the anomaly never touched this spot. In fact, it doesn't look far off from your vision.
Huh.
Not impressed?
Don't get me wrong, it sounds ideal. But I've grown past putting all my hopes on pretty gardens. I want more than that.
I bet you do. And it comes out like they're the NBA All-Star team or something like fireworks. Oh yeah. You guys aren't that bad.
Are those the Guardians from Shannon's vision?
All your friends, huh? I think there's one more boss after this too. I don't think they were the last. I think there's another final boss up here. So let's grab our ammo. I think it's creatures. Maybe. I don't remember.
There's a pod here.
I doubt that's the one.
McKenna. I found a pod near the temple. Had to fight for it, but the contents are ours. Sorry I couldn't get you any answers.
I suspect those Guardians could sense our presence and wanted to communicate on some level. Perhaps they didn't want the sacrifice of the Pax to be forgotten. Or this was just my brain's screwed up way of leading us to the pod. Either way, you can head on back.
Outrider detected.
Outrider.
Access granted.
Outrider detected. Which Boomtown gave you more, like, worthwhile reasons over that part of all. Alright, back to camp we go. We're so close to 23. We're almost 2/3, I think. We're almost 2/3 to finishing Apocalypse Tier 23. It's a lot of guns. Versus 58. 53 gets it. 58 versus 57. 58 gets it. Keeping things clean. Man, that anomaly power looks great, doesn't it? It's higher than my firepower now. It's higher than my firepower. Oh my gosh. Gushing all over about it. Okay. Did anything go to the stash that we need to worry about? Doesn't look like it. This is crazy. Each one of these weapons is unique. There's so many weapons. It rivals Borderlands almost in just how much stuff there is in this game. And you don't think about it too much. Once you get into a good solid build, I think you don't worry about everything else. But there's so many different combinations. I really got to start looking into my other characters and trying to really tweak them to the point where they have the same survivability as this one with their own strengths and things, because there's so many things to choose from. I'm really going to have to look at it closely, I think. I don't know if I'll do that during stream or if I'll do that during my off time. I might play around with my other characters on stream next time. I want to hit the next Apocalypse tier first before I do that. But once I do that, maybe I'll switch to somebody else and I'll see about building them up. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. It'd be different if I could add, like, my pod resources to this. Because if I could, like, put my pod resources in here for my other characters to use, I could upgrade their equipment and really get them where they need to be. But I can't do that. So, oh well. Marshall's Complex again. 70, 75, 59, 70. Let's do the Mountain Outpost. We don't do that one enough. I did that on 20. The Spire on 22. Camp Plant 23. That on 23. So let's do the Mountain Outpost. Let's see about that.
Altered, I understand you're looking to collect the pods that came raining down. I spotted one for you, but you're not going to like where it landed. Right up near the peak of the mountain. And God knows what else is up there. With luck, you can reach it before the insurgents do.
Yeah, I'll probably do that. That's fine. I'm sure I'll manage.
Seems Dunham has an insurgent problem on her back porch. What are they doing up here?
I took care of those guys. Folks, you don't mind. Ice user, but he's also a fire user. So fire and ice, because that's not cliche in any way. Fire and ice, it's so cliche. Oh gosh, guys, it's cliche. Most cliche you can get for $5.99.
Through to the peak is blocked. Must be a way past it.
Must be a way past it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Whoa, crap! I just don't need to airport at that tunnel.
Where's the gas? Gas is strings. Strings gas. Of course. Rawr. Cycle, or you best friend lady?
Looks clear. Time to head for the peak.
Gotcha. Time to head for the peak. I bet she's gonna love it. Anyway. Your mom likes a good peak. What are you doing, Mr. Feisty? Just here to deprive me of some ammo, huh? Is that it? Okay, well that was something, wasn't it? That was a fight, if I ever had one. Good deal. Oh, we're so close to 23, goodness sake. 24, rather, because I think we're on 23. So close to 24.
There's the pod. Good call, Dunham.
Little Billy baby man. Ready to fight. just continuously get shot after shot after shot. Like, come on, man, no. Ugh. Dang, like, for real? Yeesh.
Hey, Dunham. Looks like the insurgents found the monsters here while looking for the pod. They blocked the passage and trapped the creatures here.
That's why the insurgents have been camped up there. But with what end goal?
Probably try to wait them out, so they'd starve and eat each other. But the pod's secure now.
Good work, Altered. And thank you for clearing that infestation. You've made my life easier for about 7 minutes.
Outrider detected. Access granted.
What do we get? Anything good? Well, no legendary weapons. Sniper stuff. Now that's an interesting concept, but this is really what I've been, like, Tech Shaman is really where it's really where I'm shining here. Good stuff. Good stuff. This kind of stuff, it's really good. The Wellspring. I haven't done that one yet on stream. 94. Nice. 60, 74, 59. So yeah, let's try this one. Although I have a feeling it's probably going to... I keep dreading these PAX city missions because there's always the chance they could have a shaman, and then that takes a 2-minute fight and
I've
makes it
detected a
like
pod
a
that's landed in a
10-minute
Pax
fight.
village. According to my research, it was called Atuma Itaru.
Itaru? August once told me of a sacred village with this name, known for its deep wells. The Pack's custom was to make pilgrimage there and throw offerings of treasure into them.
There could be artifacts of untold cultural significance down in those wells. We shouldn't let them be claimed by the Sands.
Actually,
Keep an eye on
it's
that
alcohol,
storm, Outrider.
which is
It's moving
pretty good
faster
still.
than I predicted.
Just cleared a courtyard with one of those wishing wells in the middle.
Great! Do you see a way to descend?
Sure, Doc. Let me just grab my climbing gear and some rope.
Point taken.
Oh, goodness.
What was that noise?
Storm's trying to compete with me. Wants to see who can level this place faster. So far, I'm winning.
irritating. It's not hard to survive, but man, it just takes so long to take them out. And you would think, oh, they're wizards. They're like space wizards, basically, so they should have less health and just deal more damage. But no, they just take so much damage. Ugh. Hate them. Least favorite enemy.
Looks like I wasn't the only one with this idea.
That I built this class for survivability,
Mission
because
accomplished,
my
folks.
goodness.
Priorities, please.
Ugh.
You're looking for artifacts of unrivaled historical merit.
Wonder what the vintage is on these.
If the packs were last making alcohol when that bastard Monroy showed up, it's at least 30 years.
Well, no use in letting them go to waste.
Ugh, God.
That's what I'm saying. A mission to save some alcohol. Now that's talking my language.
Guys, I take it back. This is the treasure. Underground world for a place. Beautiful.
Once it's clear.
nothing.
Cavern. How long till that storm clears?
Looks like this one could linger over us for a while.
Well, at least have a nice view and something to drink.
Hey, say some for the rest of us?
No promises.
Always better when you got something
Wish
to
I was
drink.
sharing a bottle with you, Jacob. I miss you.
Oh, how nice.
Outrider detected. Access granted.
Outrider detected. Outrider detected. Let's see what we got. Anything good? Some legendaries in there. Who knows if we'll keep them, but we got them. You know. It's alright. We got a lot of loot from that one. We got so much we actually had to move stuff to the stash. Which hasn't happened in the last 2 maps since I cleaned up the stash. Why don't you check out the stash? As the claptrap would say. What are you doing, kitten? We're almost at tier 24. We're very close. We are very close. Extremely close. And we're almost going to get another Ascension level, which would be nice. We'll be at Ascension level 40 and Apocalypse tier 24. That is the plan. And we have plenty of upgrade materials to get a good jump on the next difficulty once we get there. So let's keep looking for pods here. Scorched lands. That's the water. Let's see, how much does that give us? 90. 59. Boomtown. Pitiful. 67 from the Molten Depths. Let's go up and do the Scorched Lands. I wish there were more of these.
The Pilgrim camp is suffering a water shortage.
There's a few of them, but there's not nearly enough to make it interesting. You know, like,
water deep in the ground and use those pipes to pump it to the caravel.
I don't know. Once you've done all of them, you've done all of them. I wish they had added more before they stopped supporting the game. And it's not like they don't support the game as far as, like, I don't know if they do updates or anything for it anymore, but they don't add any more content to it, which is unfortunate. I would have liked to have a few more pod missions to do, you know? Got him. After me and I'm gonna be getting you. That was nice. 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 Very nice. Very nice. It's kind of stuff. It's really nice. It's nice. It's nice stuff. It's kind of stuff. It's really nice. I don't know. That joke's probably not funny anymore, but whatever. It's funny to me. We're so close to tier 24. Hope we do it with this map here. That'd be awesome. That would be pretty awesome to do with this map here. Another one back there, damn it. Good. We're making progress. We are making progress. Sure, weapons are all reloaded. Come on. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I think we're gonna make it to 24 tonight. I think we'll make it to Apocalypse Tier 24. Which would be awesome.
There's a pod here. Damn thing crashed into the pipes. Those pumps might do it.
me stay distracted by the turrets. Alright. Get some ammo. Ooh, nice. So we have another point. That'll be helpful. We're going to add that point after we're done with this map here. Where are we at? We've still got some time here.
The flood's cleared up. I can reach the pod now.
Okay, you keep knocking me down here, don't matter. Yeah, I know, there's another boss. get you. I got you. Oh, how does that feel?
All right, Zahidi. I found one of our pods. And as a bonus, we can all start bathing again.
Excellent. That water's gonna be a lifesaver, Outrider. I'll be sure to bring people the good news.
Spread the good news. Oh, I think I made it to my next tier.
Outrider detected.
Outrider detected.
Access granted.
Outrider detected. Outrider detected. The loot. A lot of loot. Alright, well, let's get rid of all of this stuff first. Explosive temper, huh? Interesting. Get rid of that. Status power. Nice, 115.5%. Nice. Ooh, looking good. Okay. Are we at the next apocalypse tier? Oh, we're so close. We're probably right on the edge. We only need, like, the bare minimum. One more mission. That'll do it. Frontline. Heart of the Wild. Paxian Homestead. That's against one of those blood monsters. 74, 60, 75, 59. Let's do Heart of the Wild. Go out with a bang.
Outrider, some time ago the night sky was lit up by a pod that landed a few miles from our camp.
I
would
know
have
I'm
sent a party
hungry
to
and need
recover it,
another
but
drink. We're gonna finish this
too many
up,
of
and
my
then I'm
people
gonna
have
do
gone
a
missing in that region
so
already.
we'll be
Can
done
I
for the
rely
night
on
after
you?
this.
Juno's people. more bodies around an obelisk mechanism. Seems they were trying to activate it.
Being completely dead. Find a square or something. Damn. Dang-a-tang. Stay out of my circle. Like, for sure. Stay out of my circle. Gosh. Look at these homies dissing my girl. Where they got up from? murdering.
Outrider, I have the approximate location of a pod for you.
Catch me, I'm the Outrider man. Bum, 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 bum,
There's the pod. But it looks like the forest has claimed it for itself.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Whoa. Whole forest seems to be pissed at me. Where the hell
Yeah,
did the
you're
pod
kind
go?
of a jerk. We're kind of a jerk, I get it.
Y'all look pretty angry, I get that. But I'm still gonna need that pod back.
That guy got me too. Close. We did it, though. We made it.
Juno, I found the pod. And the beast responsible for your missing people. Beasts were too quick. Never gave them time to react.
Thank you, Outrider. We can finally put them to rest.
Outrider detected.
Outrider
Access
detected.
granted.
Outrider detected. Outrider detected. Back to camp. We'll use our, we'll get rid of all of our stuff. We'll see about raising the apocalypse tier, and then we will upgrade some gear. Yeah, we'll upgrade some gear. We can upgrade at least probably 2, maybe 3 pieces of gear. Anything in the stash? Nope. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we made it to 24. Nice. Got a mind mugger. I don't know what that does for us, but we did it. Let's start upgrading our gear. Weapons first, of course. Nice. Here's attributes. Alright, we've still got 511, so let's go to hat. Ooh, 304, dang. Okay. Let's raise the attributes before we get too far. And then the shirt. 152. Alright, yeah, we were able to do 3 pieces of gear. 4 pieces of gear, to be honest. So that wasn't that bad. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of gear still to upgrade, which we can do relatively quickly. I'm not going to do that tonight, but... Oh, look at that. Damn. 4,037% skill damage bonus. Yeah. Damn. We're doing good. We're doing real good. We're doing very good. Alright, but that's it. We've hit our goal. We'll keep plugging away at this over however long because it seems to be popular. And I'm glad you people are enjoying it. And if there's another game you'd rather see me play, I just downloaded High on Life 2. It's on Game Pass. It just released today, so I'll probably play that tomorrow, to be honest. Because I liked the first one. I'm not a huge fan of the Rick and Morty style comedy, but I did like that first game. It was pretty solid, and I'm looking forward to the second one. So, that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.